Yeah, so what? It's your boy Bitz and Bobz. Welcome to another Manchester United watch along. Everyone knows I don't do previews and I don't do reviews. I just watch the game. And I'm joined by my co-host now, Greg. I think
I'll take that.
Safe to say co-host.
Why not,
we're joined by the dynamo duo of all things football, Anton and Eames. How you guys doing? You all right?
Yeah, we're good, thanks.
Good, thank you very much.
Good. Anton, welcome to the channel for the first time, my friend.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, man. Well done. Big up to yourself. Keep up the content you guys are doing. Guys, what do you think about the team lineup? Very strong?
Yeah, it's good.
It's just good. Is it just good, though?
I think what we have to take into consideration is that it's Granada. I mean, Europa League quarterfinal, but they're not the best team. So, But at the same time, this is a team that I think most of us would have expected. Pogba had to start, of course.
Yeah.
And it's I guess, expected front four. Fernandes, James might be the only surprise, if you want to call it a surprise, instead of Cavani. But other than that,
is it a surprise though? Is it a surprise?
Not really.
When you think about it,
I think James has been brilliant. Like genuinely really good. Cavani
he's deserved his chance. No.
Yeah, he definitely has because of his recent performances. Well, I don't know. I think it's just a predictable side. Nothing special, but there's nothing in there that makes us think this is a nothing game for the manager.
They'll be up for it. Like I reckon they'll be so up for it for about an hour, and then they'll just be gassed out. And if we're up, that's when we'll be able to really punish them.
The same.
No Fred today, unfortunately.
Fortunately for you.
Are you a Fred fan?
Fred was elite on Sunday.
Are you a Fred fan, Eames?
Of course not.
Okay. He had a decent game against Brighton.
He was actually good on Sunday. Like he did really well. He kept the Suma really quiet, which is a hard thing to do. Like,
but to be fair though, for a 50 million midfielder, I'd expect you to have a good game against Brighton.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, please share it on your socials. Yeah, man. Let's see if we can get up to at least 10, 15 people up in here. It's quite late. Sorry about that. That's my fault.
It's all right.
Work and family, but we're here now because I've got Sky. I've got everything on Sky and all BT, right? But my BT's in the living room, not in the bedroom. So the wife and son is watching Sky Q in the bedroom right now. So the things you got to do. So you got to convince a 3-year-old, and you got to convince a wife.
I can sit in a bedroom.
Yeah, exactly. For the next couple of years. But they can watch everything there. It's all there. They've got all the channels. Yeah. It's just BT doesn't go into the Skybox. I don't know how to do that.
Phone BT, they'll sort it for you. If you phone BT, they'll sort it for you. I work for Sky, so we get customers that ask me that all the time. So,
and then they'll just like put it towards it.
Yeah. You can get it on your Skybox.
Interesting.
All
right, okay. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, 100%.
Will it cost me anything? Do you know?
Nah, as long as you're paying a subscription now to whatever. If you're paying a subscription now, it won't cost you to pay anything on to get it on the box. Just tell them you've got a Skybox and you want BT on that rather than on a separate box. They should be able to set it up to port over in like 30 days or something.
Oh, but you can't have it on both.
I think so. I think you can have it on both probably.
Okay. Nice one. All right, Conrad, how you doing, lads? You all right? Big up to you, mate.
What do you think about Greenwood starting up front?
Happy for him. Happy getting a chance.
I mean, it's against Granada. You know, let's not
go on, Pogba. Pogba.
Oh, beautiful. It's just what this guy does with it now.
I'm worried about Rashford starting, man. I think he's going to be like dead by the time he's 28. He's generally not able to run.
All jokes aside, right? Like, see that guy's right. I'm a Rashford fan, but sometimes I got to say to myself, like, what did he do there? Literally.
Yeah. His decision making still lacks. I think it's because he was in the first team so early and he was playing up front, and then he's sort of in the last couple of years he's been thrown out on the wing. And I just think he's just decision making. He's obviously got the quality when it comes to it. His decision making just needs a bit of improvement. I thought it would have worked. I thought it would have improved under Cavani, but obviously not yet. He looks gassed though. Like he looks so tired.
I don't think he's fit.
No.
He's definitely not fit.
100%. I don't know why he's playing. Like, why would you play him? We need him on Sunday.
I would have preferred to start Cavani up front, put James on the left, just to give Rashford a
give him a rest, innit? Just give him a rest.
You got Ahmad on the bench. Like Ahmad's not a weak link in that side, especially on the right. Like
against a Spanish team as well. It's a technical team, so
exactly.
It's not like he's going to be kicked up in the air. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair,
shoot, go on, Pog. We'll have a shot.
Oh,
Eves, to answer your question, if I'm honest, I like him up top. He's not going to be the. He's not Mbappe, is he? Do you know what I mean? It's all about if we create to him, if we create for him, then 100%. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's tough though because he's gonna have to learn. The thing about right now is that we don't have a certified striker. So basically, what's happening is that he's just being put in now. Do you know what I mean? Because normally, if you think about
it, striker.
His natural position is a striker. Yeah.
No, I'm saying there's a streaker on the pitch.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Is Arsenal playing at the same time?
Yeah, I've got the Arsenal match on here as well, actually.
Yeah. Shout out to Reddy. They're saying that what's put in Slaughter Park. Listen, that's just a PR stunt. I think it's stupid that these teams and clubs are flipping kneeling anyway. It's a joke. Kneeling down on a football pitch does not stop racism.
Yeah, did you see the Valencia incident?
Yeah.
That was shocking from a player.
Shambles, mate. But listen.
That guy butt naked.
Yeah, he just I don't know. How did he get in?
I don't know.
There's no fans.
Watch it on Twitter tomorrow. A guy wins £100,000 or something.
Yeah, because he's put money.
There's a guy done it at NFL.
Yeah,
that there'd be a streaker. He bet on himself.
If you do, I'm pretty sure if you do that in Australia, you're banned from every sporting venue for 10 years. Every sporting venue.
It's tough, isn't it? Wan-Bissaka with a 360.
Oh,
he just put flipping Pogba under pressure.
Big Pogba, okay.
Yeah, he just put Pogba. But why is Wan-Bissaka just flipping put him under pressure with that pass?
Yeah.
Why would you put? Do you know what I mean? That's you can't give him. Okay, he's took a bad touch, but do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah, it's not good.
Slavia Prague are a bunch of race. I hope Arsenal beat them. To be honest,
I think everyone wants Arsenal to beat them.
Yeah, 100%.
I'd quite like Arsenal in the final if we both managed to get there, and that'd be a juicy game.
Do you know what? I just think. For me, is Arsenal should beat them, but they're a bunch of. I don't like Arsenal, obviously, but Arsenal should beat them. But for me, it's Arsenal. Knowing Arsenal, they could get beat today. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Kennedy's got the retro boots on today.
He played for Newcastle, didn't he?
He's on loan from Chelsea.
On loan from Chelsea.
Yeah. He does all right, He gets not bad clubs. Man's chilling in Spain,
Not quite Choupo-Moting, who went from Stoke to PSG to Bayern.
That still doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
That's honestly the best. He has the best agent in football.
Oh, 100%. But you know what the funny? Did you guys watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, it was a great game.
Brilliant.
Did you see when he said the commentator was like, is he shooting?
No, he's chipping it in.
He's offside. Oh.
Good, Bruno.
He's offside, no? So basically, the guy was like, he doesn't have the mobility of Robert Lewandowski.
Jeez, ref, they're not given.
That's bad. So I was thinking, that's a bit harsh, is it not?
I think that's what separates Lewandowski from the rest. Everyone's like, he might score tap-ins here and there, but you have to be in the right place. It's a skill.
Positioning. Yeah, he's 2 yards ahead of everyone with positioning. He's unbelievably good.
That's what I'm saying, though. But I thought it's a bit harsh to try and compare him, isn't it?
You wouldn't compare. You wouldn't compare there's maybe one striker. Kane is maybe the only one in world football you could really compare. You could really compare to Lewandowski. It's a bit harsh to try and compare Choupo-Moting.
Exactly. Big up to Alex, man. Alex, let me know if you watched Corn on the Cob, my friend. Let me know what you thought of it. Chelsea podcast that I do.
Yo, Alex, what are you saying, Alex?
Big up. Uncle Laurie in the building. Big up, Uncle Laurie. So, guys, 10 minutes in. Nothing's really popping. We've not had a shot. You know, Granada have had a couple of set pieces, cup corners. You know, it's not. It's early doors. No, they need to stop giving hospital passes, guys.
Yeah, I know.
What do you guys think about the De Gea Henderson situation?
The De Gea, say that again, sorry?
What do you guys think about the De Gea Henderson situation?
Do you
think should be the number one next season?
I think if I said it this year, I said this to Greg. I said he's playing De Gea in the cups, right?
Yeah.
Because we've got a chance to win it.
Yeah.
And if Dean's playing the league games, we're not winning the league. So literally, I think the importance is lying in the cup now. So you play your best keeper in the cup, and I hope that answers the question. I just say, obviously, look, De Gea is better than Dean Henderson. I don't think that's a debate. Where De Gea is now, what's not helped him? Obviously, the performances.
Oh my God.
Wan-Bissaka. Ooh.
Good work. He did well there. He read that.
Yeah, but he read the ball, but he was lucky with the bounce, though, because if the guy touches the bounce, you know, if he judges the bounce. But yeah, like, I just think that De Gea is better than Dean Henderson, right? Okay, on form, you could say Dean Henderson slightly edges it, but for me,
Pogba looks off it.
Bro, I think they're just playing on Pogba. I think they're just pressing him when he gets the ball.
Fernandes hasn't really had much of it yet, so I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah. They're giving Fernandes like what looks like a lot of room, but they're doubling up on Pogba. It looks like.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah, Bruno will be shocked. I think Henderson deserves the. I think Henderson deserves the chance, but I agree with Bobz. Like we've got a chance to win the cup, so De Gea's going to play. That's his trusted keeper, really. But I think De Gea deserves. If De Gea wants to go back to Spain, then that's the least Man United can do is to try and find a way to let him go back.
He won't be going to Madrid or Atletico because
he'll go to someone like Sevilla or something like that.
Nah, he's too good for that, though.
Sevilla aren't a bad side.
You need to remember, guys. The strangest thing happen in football. I'm telling you that right now. The strangest things can happen in football, and someone could turn around and say, like Madrid or Barcelona could say, "We'll take him." Or you can say Ter Stegen, but listen, strangest things have happened, man. Literally.
I think Sevilla's a bad team for him. Like he's not. Like they're still a top
number one, won't he? He'll be number one.
And they get Europe. Like they play in Europe. Like he's not like he's going to play in the bottom half of the league all the time.
Yeah, but De Gea, as inconsistent as he's been for the past few months, and he's been one of the best keepers this decade. He doesn't want to play for a team that's not going to challenge for the Champions
That's
League.
what I'm saying.
They're not going to challenge for the league. They might win the Copa del Rey, maybe, but
that's it.
Oh, what a pass!
I mean, I say that like Manchester United are challenging for everything, but it's Manchester United. There's a difference between us and other teams that aren't challenging for the league every year. So I just
Wan-Bissaka stay on side.
The problem with the goalkeepers is I think Henderson's too good to be a backup keeper. That's the problem.
I think that's the issue. All he had at the end of last season is he couldn't afford to let him go out on loan again in our Premier League team, but he also still had De Gea, and what he really needed was like he needed a situation like what happened when De Gea had to go back for his kid and things like that. But it's a nice situation to have, though. It's better than having selection problems in terms of not knowing who's going to play. Like, there's worse problems to have than you've got two, like, genuine quality goalkeepers to play the games. Yeah. Go on.
See what I'm annoyed with that, right? That set piece right there. Why is our centre forward crossing the ball?
I don't know. I wouldn't have green. I get it if it's Cavani, but yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No, but like you're the centre forward. Why do you want to get involved in crossing it? You should be on the end of the cross.
Yeah, it should have been like Bruno or something.
And sometimes when they pass the ball out.
Oh my God!
See when they pass the ball out and stuff, and then try to cross it. Just cross the ball.
Go Greenwood. Oh. a back shot will be able to hit that like 30, 40-yard pass into the path of Greenwood. Like, you surely got to back himself to be able to do that.
Exactly. Anton, what's your thoughts on the De Gea and Henderson?
I like De Gea, but if we're thinking about the future, which I guess we should be thinking about, I'd take Henderson and I'd put him in now. Because when De Gea's, I don't know when his contract is up, but he's got a couple more years left. And the money he's on, there's not going to be a team that is going to be able to pay his wages in a couple of years. Because when he leaves on a free, obviously they're going to have to give him his normal wages and then extra money because of like the buying fee or whatever. So I feel like the best thing to do would be to try and get rid of him now or just something like that, because
loan him out or something.
Can I ask you a question then?
Just
Ask you a question, right? Does with Dean Henderson in goals, does Man United win the league? Yes or no?
No.
Well, we're not. I can say that for De Gea as well.
No.
Yeah,
Yes
my
no?
answer is no, but then I'm going to say it's the same with De Gea. We don't win the league with either of them in goal.
We don't want to either of these, but that's not because of them. It's because of what's in front of them.
I think Dean Henderson's potential for the next 2 or 3 years, is higher than De Gea's. So if we were to let Dean Henderson go permanently, the only way I'd be happy with that is if we put in not a first refusal, because that would mean that he would have to already be looking for another club, but a buyback clause. We would have to put that in a contract if we let him go, because I wouldn't want to see him tearing out for Arsenal or Chelsea or someone like that, because
he'd go to Chelsea, wouldn't he? Like Henderson would go to Chelsea.
Yeah, I can see him being he is very close to being the best English keeper already, and he doesn't even start regularly.
No, it's not. Not when Jordan Pickford has like the arms of a dinosaur.
But once you get international recognition, it's all over if you want to. For Manchester United especially, because we're terrible with the contract negotiations, anything like that. As soon as he starts playing for England in tournaments, we're not getting it back. Which is why I think we need to just bite the bullet with De Gea. We might have to pay off some of his contract, just to make it easier for another team, another top team, a team like not even I don't know, AC Milan or PSG, someone to just come in and buy him that can afford him.
Yeah, I still feel like I feel like that's the least De Gea deserves for everything he's given to us. Like if we were to pay him off, and let him almost pick his next club, like I feel like he deserves at least that much.
Yeah, because
I know he obviously did. He did nearly move, but he didn't, and it wasn't like when the move fell through, he kicked up fuss, refused to play. Like the move fell through, and he signed a new contract and
he was
committed his future. And committed his future. So what can you do? You can't do much. Can't do much else than that. Like it was obvious. It was obvious he was going to try and accept the move to Madrid. Like, I don't think anyone can hold that against him.
Yeah, he's from Madrid, where his family lives.
We're not. We kept De Gea at a time, right? And Real Madrid won back-to-back a hat-trick of Champions Leagues.
He's probably thinking that could have been me.
It would have been him, 100%.
It would have been. So Man United did something dodgy with the fax machine.
Put off the switch.
Nobody can tell me. No one can tell me that that's an accident. Something to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was definitely there.
Absolutely. I don't know if it was like malicious to make it be like, oh, we'll make it like just to make it close, and then it happened to me. I remember going to bed and just thinking he was gone, and woke up the next morning and he was staying. I was like, what? I was so confused.
He was on or something.
Oh, Rashford's hitting this.
I'd given up.
Rashford's hitting this. Guess where this is going?
Crossbar.
Just like Chelsea. We want a Chelsea repeat.
Ooh. That Chelsea free kick is the best free kick. It's better than any Ronaldo free kick.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What?
The Ronaldo free kick.
Wait a minute.
Nah, not the Portsmouth one. The Portsmouth one.
No, but this one was further out. This was further out.
But the guys
that makes it even easier.
No, but the way it stayed at that one level and went straight top bins.
Have you seen the angle of Ronaldo's free kick?
Ronaldo's goes straight. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's madness.
If you've ever tried Ronaldo's free kick, 20 yards out, 23 or something.
Yeah,
and then it's like, is it 4 or 5 steps?
Yeah, he gets it up and down. And it's like, okay, how on earth he managed that?
Have you ever seen a player repeat that? If you've tried it, you know how hard it is. Rashford's one is so far out.
Yeah.
The ball has enough time to go up and down. And
my God. Did you see that?
I know. Big up to Daz from Eyes on the Ball.
Nah, Rashford was not better.
I don't know, you know.
It's because I think I've seen more angles of Rashford's one. That's why I feel like it looks better.
Oh my God. I think Rashford's got a case of the Ronaldo's about him in terms of like every free kick he just wants to hit. And like if you hit enough of them and a couple go in, you'll be known as a good free kick taker.
Ronaldo was doing that every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
There was one against Sporting Lisbon in the Champions League that was, I think, even better than Rashford's because of the angle. It was more to the left. The goalkeeper had a way better chance of saving it, but because of the power and the dip, the knuckle on the ball, it was Ronaldo's clear, man. Rashford's was great.
Rashford's was knuckle as well.
There was generally 18 months where everything Ronaldo hit in a Man United shirt went in. And it was the most ridiculous, like redefined what it meant to be a wide midfielder. Like you wouldn't have Salah without Ronaldo. Not a chance.
Guys, what do you think about this comment here by Reddy? Am I the only one who's not confident with either of them?
Yeah.
That, as in De Gea. Sorry, I know we're going back to De Gea and Henderson.
There's probably about 2 or 3.
Do you think that's a good point, what he's making there?
No, I'm supremely confident, and I would rather we lost points by Henderson spilling one, or coming out to catch it and getting and missing it, than I would ever concede a goal like that one against Everton, where the goalkeeper, where De Gea literally all he had to do was come off his line, take the ball and take the hit, and we would have won that game. Like I've never, and it was so avoidable, and I just think Henderson makes our whole back line. It lets them press higher. It just makes us look so much more confident on the ball because they know that if something goes wrong, they've got a keeper that's going to be quick off his line. And it's just so. And I just think De Gea, he's always done it because for 2 years at Man United, every time a cross came into the box, he was like flapping at it and everything. And then he just decided to stop coming and catching it, and he was just like, nah. Like unless it was a very easy one, he would just sort of let it be cleared. I just think he invites so much pressure on him, and teams have worked that out. Like. Conceded 2 to Sheffield United, and one of them was probably a foul, but still, like you just had to be a bit stronger and come out and catch it.
I agree with it. That was the main criticism of De Gea when he first came in. Mm-hmm. I remember a match in his first season against Blackburn. I think Grant Hanley scored a header, I think 1-2-1 or something like that.
Yeah, he did.
He got rinsed. He got rinsed for weeks. They were like pundits said he's not strong enough. He's not ready for England. And then he went and made that save against Chelsea. Juan Mata, the free kick. And it's just like
protection.
He's always had that the weakness about his game, but Henderson hasn't. Henderson looks like he's ready to run for a brick wall. But then
go on, Anton, finish.
But then at the same time, De Gea's other qualities, like his reflexes, are ridiculous. I mean, for a few years when he was the best in the world, one match against Arsenal. Always lives in my head rent free. That
13 saves.
Yeah, it was.
Sanchez was.
Henderson couldn't do that. Henderson wouldn't be able to do that, and that's the difference. You're not going to have the perfect keeper. There's probably about 2 or 3 in the world. Oblak, Ter Stegen, and Neuer, I'd say. But Henderson's qualities are not the same as De Gea. So you take one or the other. You'd have to figure it out eventually.
I think we should go get another goalkeeper. If they look to, this is what I'm going to say is this year on the last matter on it is that we've had De Gea's a better goalkeeper. Okay,
yeah,
we all know that. Henderson would give it a chance, but I just think to myself, he played 1 season with Sheffield United. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just think maybe it's because I'm thinking. There's better goalkeepers than him. So I'm thinking, if we're going to sell... Oh, come on, it's got to be better than that. If we're going to sell... if we're going to... Oh, Wan-Bissaka, you're not even looking before you kick the ball. No. If we're going to sell De Gea, then I'm thinking, well, guys, can we get a bit of protection ref? Like, how many fouls, man? Like, literally... so I just think to myself, you can get Donnarumma for free.
That would just be the same as De Gea because Donnarumma's a miles clear of Henderson, so it would just be.
Yeah, but then I think you've got to say Henderson, mate. Like work for your what's it called? And work for your position, because Dean Henderson's not world class. You need a
No,
world class goalkeeper to win the league.
The thing is with goalkeepers, because they're such a different position. They're not like outfield players. They don't. With a Harry Kane took about 3 or 4 years to actually get recognised. Henderson could have a 6-month blinder and he'd be one of the best keepers in the world. Like their individual rankings, I think, fluctuate much easier. So I think if you give Henderson a season, just to have him as your number one, I genuinely think he'd be able to grow into the role, and I think he'd be one of the better keepers in the league.
Yeah, I think I agree with that as well.
Yeah, like goalkeepers are it's just different. They're like their own. It's like a different sport for them.
Yeah,
and they're viewed very differently. But we have Joel Pereira still out on loan. He's probably like 45 now because he's been
forget
at
that guy, man. Listen, forget that.
But if we sold De Gea, it's
still got Romero on the books, do we not?
Yeah,
he gone now?
He's definitely going. I feel bad for him. He was always the number 2, but
he was so good as a number 2. Like he should not have been a number 2 in the slightest.
Yeah, but the one thing I must say about United, which is something I hate, we cannot let a player go without there being some sort of bitterness or bad feelings. Like Lukaku, he probably hates us now. Romero doesn't like us. His wife doesn't like us. Di Maria, no one that's left us.
It's the way we handle
I feel like Fosu Mensah might be the only one.
Yeah,
it's going to be like that with Pogba, because if we don't sell him this season, he's going to run down his contract and it's going to be quite toxic towards the end.
But Pogba's I feel look a bit different because one, he has an agent that doesn't like us and we don't like.
Oh,
and he says certain things which apparently come from Pogba through Mino Raiola, but Pogba never tells him to stop or whatever. Yeah. That's the only reason I can see it going bitter, not because of the club but because of the fans. Because Manchester United as a club, they love Pogba.
He's a club as well.
Manchester United love Pogba. Like Pogba's the love child of United. He's one of the best things that's come out of us. Come out of the club for years.
Raiola we're talking about. Sorry,
this is who? Sorry?
Are we talking about Raiola and Pogba?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, I've got a different intake on it. I think Raiola is probably the best agent out there.
He's a. If you're talking about his pocket and his interest, yeah. But in terms of football, no, I don't want him anywhere near Manchester United.
Do you know? I hear what you're saying, right? But think about it. Yeah, look at it a different way. If you're a football player, and you're on his. Oh, guys, don't do it. Okay, and you're a football player. I'm not being funny, but you'd maybe want to side with Raiola because he'll get you the move.
Yeah, of course. Anton, if you're a footballer, you would. He's going to get you. He's going to get you.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm a money grabber, but from me.
I hear what you're saying, Anton. Before you come in, hear me out, bro. Look at the players he's got on his roster. Look at the clubs they go to.
That's because football nowadays is just money. Football's just money nowadays. Maybe I'm a bit old school, innit?
Let me ask you this question. Anton, let me ask you this question then. Let me ask you this question, Anton.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a cleaner. You're making 10 quid, right?
Yeah.
And the agency that you work for, I said, listen, mate, you're going to leave that place and I can get you somewhere else and you can get £30 an hour. Doing the same job. Do you leave or do you stay for the £10?
Nah, that is so different. Yes, I'd leave, but it's different. The analogy is different because how is it different? I'm going to take it back to football, innit? Because obviously, if I'm earning £10 an hour cleaning, wiping floors, obviously I'm not going to be happy. Because that's not what I want to do. But if I'm at Manchester United, the team I support, I die for Manchester United, If I'm here earning X, Y, Z, and Raiola said, I'm going to sell you to Real Madrid, I tell him, I'd be like, what are you doing? I don't want you to do anything. None of that, please, blah, blah, blah. I'm staying here because I'm not interested in the money. I just want to play for the club that I want to play for.
Okay, so you're not answering my question, though.
No, I answered it. Yeah, I'd move for £30 an hour, but that's because I'm a cleaner.
So take this into football now, right? Like you did. You are Paul Pogba. You get sold a dream. You get told it's going to be steak, peppercorn sauce, jollof rice, and you get flipping cheese and chips and fucking mushy peas, right? And then when it comes to crunch time of you leaving, then you have a couple of decent players around you, and things are potentially looking up.
God,
right? So, why wouldn't you consider leaving?
Because Pogba is different. He is someone who's...
Take away your sentiment. Take away your sentiment, okay?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying to you. Take away your sentiment. Listen, Pogba's my favorite player. I love Pogba. I want him to stay, okay? But
of course.
I like to see it from both point of view. I see it from my United's point of view. Come on.
Get in.
Let's go.
Come on, boys. That was weird. It was like showing a replay and it cut and Rashford was putting the ball in the net.
Come on.
Get the fuck in.
Yeah, my stream is 100% behind.
Yeah, I'm behind. Oh.
Bobz, did you even see that? Or was it just... It was a replay, wasn't it? And then it cut to scoring, yeah. What happened? Oh, quick work by De Gea, was it? No.
Lindelof. Oh, yes, Rashford, what a goal.
Is it Lindelof?
I'm going to answer your question. Yeah.
Lindelof assist. What a ball.
Wow, what a ball. Touch.
Boy. Tony Kroos would be proud of that. Tony Kroos is looking at that, like, by the way.
If we move away from agents for a
Look
sec.
at the touch.
Yeah.
Don't you think... Can't get out of here.
Don't you think footballers become more of an agent sport rather than players themselves? Because I'm going to use Bruno Fernandes as an example.
No, Anton, we've not finished that discussion. We're not segueing, right? Because Greg, you know what I've done there, right? So anyway, we're a football player, yeah? And he says, listen, mate, I can get you to go to Real Madrid. They're building something. It's Real Madrid, okay? Are likely to compete for La Liga and on European. They're going to be in Champions League, right? Are you trying to tell me Pogba's saying, nah, I want to stay at Man United?
Yeah, of course Pogba wants to go.
It depends what his priorities are, really, doesn't it? Because it's going to be his last chance for a big move. But I don't think I would not blame Pogba one bit for wanting to leave for more money to Real Madrid. Like Man United don't sell to other clubs. Like there's a reason we only sell to clubs like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus. We sell to the top tier clubs because the only way that's a step up is because they're already playing for the biggest team in the world in the best league in the world. But the lure of Real Madrid and Barcelona will always be there because of their constant challenging in Europe and domestically, and the fact that it's these famous old teams. So those clubs, it's always different. It's different if you're talking about going to a PSG, because I would always think that's definitely more money based, and I wouldn't see the point of him going to a PSG rather than staying at Man United really just for an easier time and more money. I get that, but Real Madrid, I would never like give a player stick for wanting to leave to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona. Like they're just two clubs that will always pull players away. They've always done it and they always will.
This thing here that everyone's like, oh, he grew up in the academy, blah blah. Listen, he was not born in Manchester.
Yeah, the guy's French. He's French.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's not like Rashford. What a ball!
Oh, what a ball!
Oh my god!
See what I'm saying? We don't have a centre forward.
Sonic running down the
20
line.
seconds.
Yeah, to be fair, me and Bobz are used to this. Like me and Bobz are on at the same time, and everyone else in the stream is like miles behind.
Are you watching it on the BT Sport app, or
Nah, I've just got it on my actual. I've got it on my Skybox.
On the Skybox, yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
That's what I asked you. Yeah.
Taking advantage of my free Sky TV.
Why not, mate? Why not? Are you based at Livy?
Dan James running with his head down.
I'm Fairmont.
Anton, Dan James running.
I'm based at home for the last year, but I'm meant to be in Dunfermline.
Did he lift up his head? Did he lift up his head? Did you see him?
Nah, he lifted it up his head and got a good cross into the box, to be honest.
I actually can't believe that ball from Lindelof. Like, that is not a ball that I thought he could play.
He's done it before, though, to be fair.
Yeah. I know. He has done it before. I think the way people talk about like Lindelof sometimes, like they talk about him in like the same vein as Fred, and it's like he's.
You know why? Do you know why people just think so negatively of Lindelof?
Because of Mourinho signing.
I don't know. I think it's because of his body type. He doesn't look like a centre back. Centre backs traditionally, the stereotype is you got to be big, muscly. You got to have that like kind of
nastiness, innit? He's too pretty to be a centre back.
Yeah, he's a pretty boy.
Maguire looks like he fights bank machines, so he can be a centre back. Yeah.
Lindelof is a technical centre back. He looks like he's a technical centre back, but he's not. If you put Lindelof,
Bruno. See that one there? Greenwood's got to play it wide.
Yeah.
He's always trying to turn and take a shot. 3-1 Granada. Big up to Oi. Listen, Lambs, I know you guys won yesterday. Lambs is a Chelsea fan. That's my sister right there. Big up to Lambs and
They were good. They were decent last night. They're a hard team.
They're all right. They're all right.
They're organised, aren't they? Like they weren't going to go out and just let Chelsea sort of roll them over, and they had to. Like, I think if it was 1-0, like it could be anyone's game, but I think the second goal was probably killed the tie.
Tie's over. They're in the same age. They can win the Champions League. They could, but I think City are so overwhelming favourites. Bro,
I think City, PSG have changed my opinion. They've changed my opinion.
It honestly frustrates me how good City are.
Over them.
Listen,
I don't think City will win the Champions League.
Yeah, I don't.
Whoever they get in the final.
They done to flipping. But I mean, what's Man City going to do? Come on, man.
I just feel like they'll. They had to be fair. Bayern Munich had 31 shots. Keylor Navas played really well, and they didn't have their star striker. And I just think with them being so far ahead in the week that they have one. They just have one thing, and that's the one thing Pep's always wanted at Man City, and that's the Champions League. And they've not had the luxury of being this far ahead in the league in a while. Since Mourinho's last season was the last time. But they weren't at that level of a squad yet. But their squad's at that level now. They're so far ahead. They're probably going to win the League Cup anyway. But yeah, I can't see past them. I couldn't see past them from the start of the season. I had just a horrible feeling right at the start of the season that they were going to go and win it. Just because it's Pep and just he knows how to win things.
Honestly, though, as long as they don't win a treble, I don't actually care about Manchester City enough to.
But see, even if they win the treble, it's not even that big of a deal because
they have the bragging rights then.
But we've done it first. Look, the reason why everyone makes so much noise about Man United win the treble is because it was never done before.
Yeah, and it's impossible. Almost.
Yeah. So especially, but you need to remember in those days, Man United were playing some real serious teams. Do you know what I mean?
It was also squads of 16. It wasn't you didn't have 30-man squads.
Exactly. Also, guys, if you think about it, right, on probably one hand, you could probably name the best teams in Europe.
Yeah.
What today?
In general.
Oh yeah.
Bayern, Madrid. PSG.
Don't fail them.
Back then, you had teams. You had about 4 teams in Italy, 4 teams in Germany.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it was tough.
You had Arsenal weren't even close to the Champions League. Look how good they were.
You know what I'm saying?
Is it just me that would watch City win things and not be bothered over watching Liverpool win anything ever again? I've never felt if City win things, I honestly don't mind because it just doesn't I'm just numb. I don't feel anything. You spend that much money, you're going to win competitions, and it doesn't bother me that much. But watching Liverpool win that last season, that hurt. That's one that I couldn't watch that again.
Oh, I'll tell you now.
In City win games, I can appreciate. I'm okay, no, that's fine. You spend that much money, you're going to have a good side. I don't winning competitions doesn't bother me, but when Liverpool do it, but I think it's just their fan base as well. The Liverpool fan base drives me insane.
I can give you
21 years, mate. They made the trophy. It's nice to see them come out. Come out the woods. You know what I mean?
Because I live in Liverpool and I live I'd say about 5 minutes away from Anfield Stadium, innit? So when they're unlucky, honestly, when they won the Premier League, I'm seeing and hearing helicopters, the buses, people walking, screaming down the street. I didn't cry or anything, but I'm not a crier, but I was close. It was genuine pain.
It was a dark football day.
It was very dark for me.
It was horrible.
All of my friends up here are Liverpool fans as well. You don't ever hear the end of it.
Yeah, there's loads of Liverpool fans. Loads of my mates are Liverpool fans too.
What's the Arsenal score?
No.
It's 0-0. I'm not going to lie. It's not a bad game.
They've had chances.
I wouldn't be surprised if Slavia Prague beat them today.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
Rev, how long are you giving an advantage for?
Ajax are winning 1-0, guys.
Okay.
I know. I wasn't crying almost. As looking out the window and I had to close the blinds. That's what didn't want any part of it.
No, Anton, I know what you mean, Anton, because obviously it was lockdown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I was at home, and my dad's a Liverpool supporter, so every day I just felt he didn't even say anything. You know when people don't say anything, but their presence.
What did I say, Bobz? McTominay booked.
It was so not good.
It's the
missing the next game, right?
The Champions League win for Liverpool as well. Yeah, obviously that was before lockdown. In Liverpool's quite small, so I'd say every single Liverpool fan on earth was in the middle of town. I was there as well because why? I'm not sure why, but it was tough, mainly because we haven't had that in so long in terms of a major trophy. Seeing Liverpool, the team that I hate most, walking around singing, "Yeah, we won a Champions League," this and that. It's painful.
It didn't bother me too much. Do you know why? Because they had won 5. Do you know what I mean? So
man, it's just it bothers me a lot because so many years I could be like, "Oh, you haven't won anything, this and that." Now they were dominating, not anymore. But I'll take it back to Man City.
With the hair. Oh dear.
With Man City as well. It's because I grew. I'm not that old. I'm quite young. My growing up was watching Manchester United win 3 in a row with the Premier League. I watched Arsenal battle with us. I watched Chelsea battle with us. And obviously, I inherited the Liverpool hate. So my teams that I hate the most, you got Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea. And then Man City came along. And for me, it was like, okay, you're from Manchester, so there is a local, hatred.
You already had deep-rooted hatred already.
Yeah, like I didn't care. The only time I cared was when Aguero scored that goal because obviously we were top of the league with 10 seconds to go and then we weren't. That was the only time I actually cared about Man City winning something. And the only time I will care about Man City winning anything is
shocking.
Is if they start to break our records. If they
win,
you're literally guessing.
He's actually going to book shot. Oh my goodness!
This ref is guessing. What's with that play?
Don't worry, Ibs. Don't worry. We're almost there.
Waiting for the stuff.
He was actually going to let that go, and then just changed his mind. Right, go out and murder them now. Then we can play Fred and Tellers in the next game. 4 or 5.
Oh, he's booking Shaw for that. He pulled him back.
That's poor, man.
He was going to let it go.
They were putting on.
The ref was going to let it go, and then the linesman didn't even put his flag up. He's actually guessing. Doesn't have a clue.
Stamford Bridge. So imagine how it was going down Ilbrook. Come on. I like walking past Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge, yeah.
Keeper.
To be fair, in terms of its location, I think it's one of the nicest stadiums. It's in a very nice part of. I like walking past Stamford Bridge.
Have you been inside the stadium?
No.
If you sit front row, you're beneath the pitch. You can't see anything. It's the worst constructed stadium. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you can't. You're underneath the pitch.
Above it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh, they're trying it. The post goals, Whoa!
Oh my god, he actually nailed it as well.
Target.
I'd say though, the nicest stadium that I have been in is by far and away Old Trafford. Wembley's a close second though.
Yeah, Old Trafford's not.
I've not been in Wembley.
Rashford! It's a simple pass.
Gerard Moreno.
You know what's generally like? What's actually like a mad stadium to be in is Celtic Park. Like seeing like a European night being in Celtic Park. I'm not even a Celtic fan, but that's honestly one of the. I don't think I was able to hear for about 2 days straight after going to a Celtic game in Europe. It was mental.
Oh yeah, I've been to Parkhead. Been to Parkhead. What else? Obviously, I've been to Ibrox, Man United.
You got a Scottish team, Bobz? No.
Do you know what I mean? I played for Rangers when I was younger, mate. And, living in Edinburgh, there's affiliation to Hibs. But my mate Jamie Walker played for Hearts.
Yeah.
I grew up with him and West Hills.
Not really.
I look out for the scores, but listen, my mate Marvin Bartley is the captain of Livingston. So there you go.
Cool.
But, nothing. He's going on open goal, by the way.
My Scottish.
Yeah, next week.
That's absolutely top podcast. Like that's so good.
I don't know, man. Like I could say Rangers, right? Because do you know what? Because of Joe Aribo, I'd probably say Rangers.
I think Motherwell. Motherwell. I like Motherwell quite a lot. That's my Scottish team right there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What's the link there?
You know, there was a Champions League game on PSP in, I want to say 2006, and Motherwell were the Scottish team, and I used to play with them, and that's the only reason.
Fair enough.
That is the only reason.
Fair enough.
Scottish football is dire. You're not missing a lot by not watching.
I know, mate. Literally, you probably get a better game at the Power League.
Yeah, Scottish football is awful.
One thing I do like,
you.
I like watching Scottish. Well, it will have to be Rangers or Celtic when they play in Europe. Obviously, when fans are there, it's just nice when Rangers or Celtic score. The noise that comes out on my speakers on the I'm not there. It's on the computer.
Yeah, you don't want to be the team that loses in those games.
Yeah,
I will say I absolutely hate both of the Old Firm. If I could get rid of the Old Firm, I'd get rid of both of them. Especially Rangers now with Gerrard.
Just do you know what? It's quite tough to like Rangers when Gerrard's the man.
Gerrard's there.
I'm not gonna lie.
Had to run away to Scotland to win a league title. And people think he's better than Scholes. Not a prayer.
I know. And do you know what? That's not even saying that Gerrard's. Do you know what? This is what I say. Yeah, this is how I bring it up. Gerrard was his time at Liverpool. Gerrard wasn't even the best centre midfielder.
It's Xabi Alonso.
Right? Oh, James, get that back.
So, and people forget, right? Rafa Benitez, for the big games, never played him centre midfield because he couldn't trust them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And he played Xabi Alonso with Mascherano. Sometimes he played Gerrard right back, and he sometimes played Gerrard right midfield. Gerrard actually sometimes played behind Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
Now, check this out, yeah? People are saying, Lampard. Rio came out and said he'll take Lampard if I was manager, to take Lampard for his goals. But that's okay if you've got Mikel Essien, Makaleli, and then behind them, John Terry and Carvalho. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as that. And then also, you can even look at the Lampard thing. Come on,
Bruno.
Give him the ball.
Yes.
Can't you left bend it, bottom corner? Oh, get lost.
Shoot, man.
Literally, just get lost. James does the wrong run there. Do you know that?
Yeah, Greenwood looks afraid to shoot.
Don't even know. Anyway, so as I was saying, and Lampard, and Gerrard. But Paul Scholes literally was like, I'm retiring because I don't think I can run anymore. And then he came back out of retirement, won the league. And literally, do you know what I mean? If this is what I say to people, look at it this way. Gerrard and Lampard couldn't adapt their game. Scholes did. If you are not smart enough to adapt your game, that means up there, it's just about the body for you, getting about the pitch. You know, they used to say, Gerrard covers every blade of grass. Yeah, so what? Do you know what I mean? What you do with the ball.
Does he win in a hand? Nope.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
But there's a reason Scholes got trust. There's a reason Scholes got played out of position when all three then played, and Scholes played on the left because he was the best of the three and trusted to play out of position. He was the best of the three, so that's why they went, you go out on the left then. And he still managed to play well from the left.
Exactly. Listen. They had that midfield, yeah. England are funny. England had that midfield, and they played Paul Scholes. Anyway, listen, guys. First half, 1-0 Rashford. What are we saying, guys? Personally, I think it's been a boring game. I think we've been trash. Pogba looks like he's probably stayed up late last night. So the referee's done us a disservice here. Sean McTominay getting booked when the Granada players have been fouling us consistently. So I don't like that. The game can only pick up. The only BT the bastard's missing the goal. I'm handing him my notice. Yeah, mate. I literally put up a tweet. Shout out to Keane. I put up a tweet saying someone has to get sacked at P45. Imagine a million people watching the game and waiting for the replay to see the goal. That's shocking.
Same thing happened with Gerrard against USA at the World Cup.
Yeah. So, Eames, what do you think about the first half so far?
This is why I always sound, I'm not even depressed, but this is why I sound always low tone when I talk about Man U, because this is what I expect. When I get my hopes up and then things like this happen, the way we're playing is so slow. It's not entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
We get the win, but I'm not entertained. Man United are meant to entertain fans, and it's just boring.
Yeah.
Greg, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's a bit like the first half against Brighton, isn't it? Like we've been on the ball, just not done very much with it. Like again, whacking the last pass or just whacking any sort of pass in. I think we'll go back. We'll go back in at half time. We'll come back out as we did second half against Brighton, a lot more brightly, being able to find passes and should go on and hammer them now. But because it feels a lot like Brighton. Like it really does. Like I was pretty confident at half time then that we would come back into that game. And we did, so I can't see why we wouldn't kick on and score more goals here, especially as they tire, because they looked leggy. Come like the last 10 minutes of that half, they looked like they were struggling a little bit to keep up with pace in midfield, especially Bruno. So hopefully, if they get more leggy, we'll be able to murder them.
It's tough, you know. It's tough because it's a hard watch. Don't know why I started doing watch-alongs, Greg. Why did we? It is a tough watch.
For Man City, not Man United.
We've only, to be fair, since we started, Greg, we've only lost one game, right?
Yeah, and it was Leicester.
Yeah.
Apart from that, we've won.
We've won, yeah.
Pretty good. AC Milan was scenes, even though it was 1-0.
I know.
That was a good night.
Do you know that feeling though, Greg? Like that's what I miss about like when you go to Old Trafford,
being
when
in a
you
game,
go to a football match. Just celebrating. So we'll need, when it's safe to do so, mate, we'll need to organise a trip.
Absolutely.
And drive down or get a train down.
Definitely.
I haven't been to Old Trafford yet, actually, to watch a game. I've been there to obviously like stadium tour, but all the United games I've been to have been away games. So I've been to Goodison Park, I've been to Emirates. Those are the two main ones I've been to.
Do you know? It's a funny place, Old Trafford. See when it's packed and they're singing and you hear attack, 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 attack. Oh man, it's
unbelievable, isn't it?
Seriously, you
can see how that would like makes a massive difference on players as well.
And one of the best parts is like, man on, like lots of people saying man.
I think it works. Any stadium has to be the go on silence, and then obviously the screamers.
Yeah.
Because it's just so in sync. Everyone does it exactly the same. It's perfect. I think that's the best sound in a football stadium. The English stadiums, of course, not the different language speaking stadiums.
I went to the San Siro in Milan for
Milan
Napoli game, and that was tough.
That'd have been unbelievable.
It was like amazing and scary at the same time.
Yeah, that'd have been great.
The stadium itself.
Am I getting out? You get alive? Yeah, why not?
It feels like you're in the Colosseum. It's so old. It's not modern.
It's not modern at all. Like it's old school, and it's so big. Like I know it's
massive.
Like, you see when you're outside Old Trafford, you know it's a stadium and stuff, but it doesn't look too big. But like, see outside the San Siro, oh my goodness,
it just feels big.
It was literally.
It dwarfs Wembley. It dwarfs Old Trafford. It makes our English stadiums look like Bournemouth Stadium. It
looks tiny, bro.
Yeah.
The San Siro is more than a stadium. It's like a whole. I just have to say the Colosseum again. It's ridiculously big.
But do you know the
knocking it down anyway?
I heard rumors about that. I didn't know if it was actually going to go ahead. But do you know the funny thing about Italian stadiums, man? Like they're all proper, like old school, like because they like their heritage, man. Like seriously, I love it. And the food, mate. Do you know one time when I went to Rome, right? Couldn't get to the Stadio Olimpico. There was no Roma were playing Lazio away that weekend, and I went to see the Stadio Olimpico. I kid you not, like obviously it's the Olympic Stadium, so there's like these god statues outside the stadium, like on the tracks and stuff. It is literally like it's ridiculous. And I remember my wife. She was my fiance at the time. I remember we went in and the food was so good, guys. I literally, obviously you can imagine pizza and spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
I literally got big cheese and tomato pizza, and then got spaghetti. Literally got the spaghetti, dropped it on the pizza.
right way to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
And do you know the funny thing was like, my wife looked at me. She looked at me. What are you doing? My brother, we were there with my little brother and his partner at the time, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Bro, when in Rome, man." Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yet. It was one of the best meals I've ever had, and I drank the Peroni beer. You know the Peroni beer. Like, I'm not a beer drinker, but when it's ice cold, oh my goodness, bro! Like, oh man, and the macaroons.
Just making me hungry.
Oh man,
I'm calorie counting. I'm like, I could go like pizza and pasta. Sounds good. Man.
Intermittent fasting. Really want to see you lot against Chris Smalling again.
Me too. He's guff.
You know, I'd rather play Ajax. I'm not gonna lie to you. Rather play Ajax. I don't want to see Roma personally. Jacob here, big up to you, man. But we know they can drill past players, get dangerous shots up, but they just look like too straight. Yeah, mate. I think I don't know their strikers. But for me, like the forward players, she's still fired you. Exactly. Oh, it's because I got like a pack of macaroons and stuff. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Ajax are winning 1-0.
Oh. I think whatever team, we're gonna win the Europa League. I think so.
Relax, don't jinx it.
Nah, no jinx. I'm not jinxing it at all. I'm just confident. I know.
Yeah, me too.
All the negativity surrounding our club. Oh, we don't have a striker. This and that. Blah blah blah. But we're better than everybody else.
We've got the best squad in the competition.
Yeah, we just do. Like, it's a fact. I don't think that's an opinion. I think that's a fact in terms of the amount of quality players that we have, and our depth is just superior to other teams. We can get Ajax, Roma. I'm honestly not concerned.
I don't think there's any real threats, to be honest.
The only threat is Arsenal because it's Arsenal, and
there's one game.
Yeah,
I back us over 2 legs to be Arsenal, but one game you never know, do you?
Yeah,
I might actually chuck a bet on Granada to get a red card in this. I feel like they'll get frustrated.
€8 million that Granada. Is that how did Lauren Wood say that's how much their squad is worth?
That squad, brilliant. That's a good
effort. Squad is worth €8 million.
€8 million, fair enough.
Maguire gets that in a couple.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they've done well to get here, but like they lost to Mulder, they've lost 3 on the Bitz. They're not of the quality of us. We should be just pushing them aside.
Yeah, they're overperforming.
Yeah, absolutely. But fair play to them. It'd be great. This is these players' biggest games of their careers. Like,
but see the difference between us and them. This is their biggest ever game, but this is like you'd probably put a weekend side if it was in the Europa League.
Yeah. Yeah, I was expecting like some rotation, but I rate Ollie not doing that and not taking them lightly because like that leaves you so open to because if they went out there and beat us, like Ollie can't have any regrets that he didn't start his best players. Like he got beat on the night, but he didn't leave himself open to criticism. So,
I think we're showing them a bit too much respect, and at the same time, I maybe think we're taking the piss a little bit because we're getting in around the box, but then. We're just not getting the shots off. We're not. Yeah. We're trying to walk our way into the. We're trying to walk it into the net.
About McTominay, do you think he's done well so far?
He's done all right.
Had a few loose touches, and
that's
McTominay though. That's what you come to expect for him.
He could so easily do that, or he could like pick up the ball and burst through a line and really create a space. Like anything could happen with him. I think he's done all right. I think he'll come off about 70 minutes, and Fred or someone will come on, or maybe Van de Beek or something. Yeah, just because he misses the next game anyway, so it'd be so does Shaw. So it'd be nice to push them aside and not have to worry about the second leg.
Every time I see Fred and McTominay play, I just think why is it not a priority to get them out of the team? Because the amount of passes they don't play, the amount of passes they don't make when they do play it, it's like I'm looking at centre midfield. I'm looking at Basuma at Brighton. I'm looking at Zakaria at Mönchengladbach. Anyone
to take Fred's spot. Anyone.
And McTominay. Don't forget McTominay.
McTominay can still be a squad player though, and he's still he's a little bit of a passion merchant, but he didn't cost us 30 million like Herrera did, and Herrera was a passion merchant.
Yeah, but I would much rather Herrera. Like People compare McTominay to Darren Fletcher, but honestly, I think that's
disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. Darren Fletcher was unbelievable. Like, McTominay's good. He's still got room to grow, but he's never going to be that player, is he?
People only realise how good Carrick and Fletcher were until about a year after they each left.
Yeah,
in their
exactly. When we were no longer like dominating games in midfield so easily, and they're like, "Oh, maybe it's these two players that are now not on our team." So believe it or not, it will be.
Listen, the thing is, man, Darren Fletcher scored goals, big goals, played in big games. He was one of Alex Ferguson's lieutenants. Obviously, the Scottish heritage. But like, is it too sour? Okay, cool. You want to say hi to the boys? You want to say hi to the boys? You want to come say hi to the boys? Quick, come on. No. Okay, see you later then. But yeah, I think Darren Fletcher was a good player. Like, he scored good goals, big important goals. He was important for us winning the Champions League. He got sent off and stuff, but yeah, man, like McTominay's not that guy. Do you know what I mean?
He never will be.
No, but he doesn't kid himself. It's not like he tries to like take on 15 players. Like, he doesn't try and take on everyone or anything like that. He's quite honest in terms of
that's what he's supposed to do. Do you know what I mean? He done his job. That's
but see, I've got a different point of view on that. He doesn't try to take on 15 players. He tries to play those simple passes and that, but he's
not good enough.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with him. If you can't even do the basics to a very high standard, because obviously you have to. If you were playing for Fulham, cool, you'd be the best player there. But you're playing for Man United, we're trying to win stuff.
Yeah.
If you can't play a 5-yard pass between two players that I could play, what is the manager not seeing that everybody else is seeing?
Yeah, I'm just happy that it's been that Fred's on the bench, because at least the manager can see that he just can't do it.
I think Fred's probably getting a rest, because Fred will 100% play on Sunday.
He'll play against Tottenham,
Fred will play Sunday. Fred's only on there, but not because all he thinks is a weak spot, but because all he wants to rest him and protect him. Like, there's absolutely no way all he thinks is a weak spot. He's just been inconsistent. Like, he's just far too inconsistent. Telles has come on for a shot.
Good. I think Arsenal might have just won a penalty. Arsenal.
No, I think it's just outside the box.
That was so far in the box.
No, but it started outside the box.
Yeah, the contact was outside. I've just switched on.
This is tough, man.
Started outside the box, stayed up. Yeah.
Right, come on, Telles. A bit more attacking intent from United with this. I know Shaw's been really good, but I'd rather him not get hurt.
I'm not sure who Telles is going to cross the ball into, because I can't see Greenwood dominating in the air just yet.
No, that's true. But Dan James scored a banging header for Wales. You never know.
That was
such a good header in between two.
Credit's true.
It was a good header. It was
two
good.
6-foot centre halves, so you just got up and headed. I was like, fair enough to you. Like, I couldn't do that. Not at that height.
It kind of makes you do wonder, why are you not doing that? Why is he not being put? I don't know if this is a stupid question, but like, some of the performances he puts in for Wales, maybe it's the pressure. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure. He's still a young kid, isn't he? He's 22? Like, he's my age, and he's playing for Man United.
Dan James, you cannot give him the young card anymore. He wasn't even young when he came. He was just
21 young though, and he was a championship player. Like, he was a championship player, and he was brought in originally to fill a squad slot, and then sat in. And then he was thrown in. He's 18 months ahead of where he should have been, because he should have had a season coming off the bench, and he ended up starting a load of games. Like, he's so far ahead in terms of playing more games than where he should have been, that I think he got a lot really quickly, and there's a lot of pressure on him to perform, because he started out so brightly. Sancho
was supposed to come in, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean? Sancho was supposed to come in, and he was going to be the second. Do you know what I mean? So it's tough. It's tough for the kid.
I feel bad. I think he's a good player. I think he's still got room to develop. I think he's got the basic. He's quick, obviously. He can clearly put in a good ball. He just needs to work on a bit of consistency and maybe a bit more in his decision making. But like, Rashford's decision making is poor at times.
I think he needs to go on loan. I think.
I think a loan would be good for him. But I would rather. But I wouldn't have loaned him out this season with the squad that we have because I don't think our squad's deep enough to loan him out.
There's been a change of formation. Well, change of personnel, guys. Greenwood's up left. James is up left. Greenwood is on right, and Rashford through the middle.
Nice.
This Granada team are dirty, by the way. They're the highest.
The referee's not booking them, innit?
They're the highest red-carded team in La Liga this season.
Anybody know what country the referee's from?
It's definitely not Spain anyway.
I think it's Italy. Let me have a look.
Guys, €8 million that Granada squad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even think we pay. Is any of our what's
nobody
that
on
English
the pitch
7 million?
Earns less than 8 million a year. I can guarantee.
No chance.
Do you think we overpay? Do you think we overpay our players?
100%. We overpay almost everyone.
Yeah, we overpay.
You come to Man United though, you're going to expect a pay packet, aren't you?
Yeah, that's why we can't. That's why we can't get rid of players like Jones because he's earning too much. He's
a week or something, isn't it?
100. I thought it was only on 75, but he shouldn't be earning that. Not even 75.
I think Owen told me it was 130.
If it's that, that's ridiculous.
Listen, even if it's not that, 75 grand for Phil Jones,
Phil Jones is a 40, 35, I think.
Yeah,
but then his agent would be like, "Well, I won the league, a couple of leagues, Man United, England."
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Man City don't play their players this much, and they're better.
Yes, guys, just get it away, please.
There we go.
I really wish we had a big
a Zlatan or something.
Like, not even a Zlatan with pace, but like
a Lukaku.
Listen, I was quite upset he left, actually.
Yeah, me too. But I wouldn't. I know a lot of Man United fans are really upset at Ollie for selling him, but like he didn't fit the system. He wasn't working hard for Ollie, and it made sense to sell him.
But did you not hear what came out when he went to Italy after a couple of months? When he was here, everyone was like, he's too big, he's not losing weight. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Because whatever dietitians we have here,
right?
Yeah, he was eating the wrong stuff and they didn't know that he wasn't able to digest certain foods. And as soon as he went to Italy, he was on the right diet. They were actually able to figure out why he was so big and not losing weight. And now look at him, one of the best strikers in the world.
He's slimmed down. It's welcome, Keen. How you doing? Can you hear me?
All right, Keen.
Not too bad, Bobz. Not too bad at all. Delighted to be 1-0 up.
100%. Keen, Anton, I'll come to you in 2 seconds. Keen, what was your thoughts in the first half?
To be fair, look, it wasn't the best of halves, really. Like, obviously, Granada very compact. We didn't do too much to break them down. It was a great long ball by Lindelof, in for Rashford, very well taken finish. But other than that, haven't done much. But again, look, we're 1 up, and that's all that matters, kind of at the minute.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think everyone pretty much. Ooh.
He can hit those, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I think everyone's agreed with you, Keane. You know what I mean? It can only get better. I think the referee, Keane, has been a bit biased, I dare say.
Just because,
he's been very poor.
Yeah, we've been booked, but he's not booking those players. So, yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Nice. Oh,
referee!
Come on.
Bit of protection. I do feel for Dan James in that sense as well, because after he had that first few games,
finished. Wow.
Yeah. After he had that start at Man United, Dan James, he then literally just got kicked up and down for weeks. Yeah. Like,
remember the
and didn't get any protection
in that Liverpool game.
Yeah.
How isn't that a booking though?
Oh my!
Like, how isn't that a booking?
Oh wow!
It's absolutely just ciphered it. Oh, wow.
He's been booked.
Yeah, he has been booked. But like, I don't think people get, like, see, when you're running at that pace, like Dan James is at a next level of quick. When you're running at that pace, you don't need a lot to take you down. Like, so you got a lot of, like, a little clip is going to be enough.
Is he coming off injured?
I think he's coming. I don't know if it's one of those ones where you try not to get a red card. Do you know what I mean? You know,
he used his knee to wipe them out.
Yeah, it looks like it's swollen there.
Oh yeah, no, Yeah, nah, he's not pretending.
He's bruised the bone or something. He's not coming back. He's not running after Dan James down the line anymore anyway.
Dan James might not be running himself by the looks of it.
No.
It's good play by him, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He tries to do the right things. He just maybe doesn't quite have that quality yet.
Dan James can always beat the first one, maybe two men. It's just when he gets in that position, I feel like his heart rate raises a little bit, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm here now.
But do you guys think though, like he actually, if you think about it, if we had a striker that stayed in the box, do you not think he'd have a good couple of assists, maybe double figures?
Everybody, we would score way more goals, but it's just unfortunately that's just the conditional tense. If we don't have that right now, so we have to play a way which enables us to score in different ways, but apparently we can't because the tactics aren't there or the players don't have enough intelligence. So it's just we just got to deal with what we have.
Ball.
See, this is what Tellers gives you, man.
Yeah,
I believe it was Tellers that hit that, right? It was Tellers.
What would you guys do? Obviously, striker-wise, Haaland's not a possibility. Would you think someone like Danny Ings or something like that for like 30 million is a good deal?
Absolutely not.
Do you know what? Yeah. Do you know what? I'd like
score
to
goals.
See? I'd like to see go for Harry Kane and sign Ings as well.
Yeah,
Harry Kane. If you're looking at 200 for Harry Kane at least.
No.
If you're 180 for Haaland, you're 120, I reckon for.
No, look, you guys here. Do you know what? Tottenham are not getting top four. What?
Ball.
Oh, to him as well. What's he? Oh. Anyway.
Bobz.
No,
David Ornstein said on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
David Ornstein said on Sky Sports that like Tottenham are looking for 120 to 150 million for Harry Kane, so it won't be as much as Haaland. But and especially if they finish outside the top four, it could be less.
If Manchester United come in though, there's with any team, any club, Manchester United have a tax. You're looking at If Tottenham said 120 to 150 for Harry Kane, if we came in, you're looking at 160 to 170. We wouldn't even pay the extra 5 million for Sancho, so we're not getting.
I don't mind that, by the way. I've said this like a few times this week. Like, see the board standing their ground and refusing to just pay whatever anyone else wants.
I mind that to an extent.
I don't mind it because we set the precedent for so long that we're just going to pay what we want and got our pants pulled down for Wan-Bissaka and Maguire.
And get Harry Kane, and then
I get when there's situations like Harry Kane, but with the Sancho one, we're probably going to end up getting him for about I reckon we'll get him for about 80 million this summer because Dortmund aren't making the top four. They're going to need to sell. We're going to get him for 20 million less than what we offered and 40 million less than what they wanted. Like that's.
Listen, there's no FFP, guys, so it's literally FIFA career mode. Buy whoever you want. Do you know what I'm saying? If we got Kane, I think if we get Kane, there's an intent to go win the league. Because he will score goals. He makes most of his goals he makes himself at Tottenham, right? And then you get a winger, a competent winger. If you can't get Sancho, get a competent winger. But for me, right now, listen, Haaland's not coming to Man United. Like, let's just as soon as the Man United fan base accept that, they can kindly move on with their lives. 100%, right? Harry Kane, there's more times Harry Kane come to us because Tottenham will probably, if you go by, they'll probably get beat in the cup final. Okay. And you can know how the media will spin it. Another heartache for Harry and Spurs. And then they're not going to come top four. And so another Europa League, Harry Kane, big Euros coming up. If he goes and scores 5-6 goals in the Euros, he's not going back to Tottenham.
Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to pay 160s if he's scoring, if he's bagging goals at the Euros. Anyone
take that for the next 4 years. You take that.
If he's gonna get you 20 plus goals a season, like you pay it.
Oh, do you know what?
Win the league.
Yeah,
there's an intent to win the league if you buy Harry Kane. Like, jokes aside, there's an intent. At least if we went and bought Harry Kane right now, if they came out 10th of July, Harry Kane to sign for Man United, we are feeling a different type of way.
Yeah, the positivity for about 3 weeks until we don't score 9 in each game, and then half our fan base decide that he wasn't a good signing. Oh, Roma have equalised.
Interesting.
They're a good side this season. They've scored a lot of goals. That Borja.
I don't want them, bro.
I actually used to winning. Like, I honestly don't mind either of them.
Every time.
I just
sorry, Greg.
Yeah, like I actually used to win. I honestly don't mind either of them. I just don't. I don't mind either of them really playing. I just
You're looking at Harry Kane for striker. Who are you looking at as defensive midfield? Because realistically, I can only see us going in for Declan Rice and actually getting him.
We could get Rice we could generally cut the price of for Rice by using Lingard, and I never thought I'd use that sentence in my life. But the fact that Lingard could help us get Rice,
do it.
I reckon 50 million in Lingard. Like West Ham have to think about that. Like they can't just push that away. You've got to think about that.
Apparently, we value Lingard at 30 million. So I'd say probably
50 million in Lingard.
Declan Rice isn't an 80 million player.
They won 100 last year.
Listen. He is. Do you know why? Because see, right now in the Premier League, okay, he's the best at what he's doing right now, and he's in the
best.
Yeah, you don't get top DMs. Yeah, there's no.
Okay,
I'd rather Ndidi.
Let's have the conversation.
I genuinely think Ndidi's just a tall Fred.
Rice is better on the ball than Ndidi.
Like genuinely, I don't like Ndidi's not exceptional on the ball.
Okay, but Ndidi, if we went to Leicester, they're gonna shag us.
Yeah, 100 million.
Oh, Harry Maguire.
Oh.
Don't worry.
But yeah, Leicester are not gonna give us Ndidi. Let's just
no. I don't want to get another player from Leicester, like full stop.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah. Look at Harry Kane doing the shuffle. You see him dropping a shoulder.
That was unbelievable. Hey! Imagine that had gone in.
Oh, hey, Greg, that went in. We would have flooded Sean's DMs.
So I think realistically, guys, I think we should really look at Harry Kane, and I think do you know what? You test the waters, drop 100 million. Say there's 100 million for Harry Kane plus whatever. Chuck in Martial. Give them Martial.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like,
see, I was going to suggest that, but I'm not going to lie. I don't want to see Martial go to another Premier League club.
No, I think that'd be a good deal.
I think it's a good deal.
I can see Martial at Spurs. Seems like that type of player.
He used to always go there on FIFA. I remember that.
So Lacazette's clean through. All the time. Lacazette's clean through.
Score?
Oh my God!
He missed. Honestly, I don't know what they saw in Lacazette and Aubameyang. Like, obviously, Aubameyang's going to want a goal. Yeah, Lacazette, he just...
Yeah, I just saw it. He missed.
He tried that.
How did he miss that?
The funny thing is, when they bought Lacazette, you do know they went and bought... Harry. They went and bought Aubameyang, the January transfer.
They don't rate
and they're both of them, and then they decided not to play a two up front. It's like, why wouldn't you?
Lacazette is I'm going to talk about Luis Suarez versus PSG round in the Champions League knockout stage a few years ago. Nutmeg David Luiz and then fired at top bins. Lacazette has just tried to do exactly the same thing.
But there was no need. Just slot it bottom bins.
Yeah. It's...
I'm so nervous every time they get a corner with the hair.
Because set pieces, man. Whoa.
Like, see with Henderson and goal, I just don't feel like I just back him and come out and catch it.
What the hell? Where's Keane?
I think his internet's playing up. It keeps freezing.
Oh, right, okay.
I keep watching this Lacazette shot. He's got
That's
underneath.
Awful.
He's underneath the ball completely.
That's horrific. I still think they'll win. I still think they've got enough to beat Slavia Prague over 2 legs.
Over 2 legs, but I wouldn't be surprised if they lost today.
Yeah, fair.
And I will call a draw a loss because I don't care. Slavia Prague might be a dark horse side, but it's Slavia Prague and it's Arsenal. Yeah,
it's the same with us. Like, if Man United drew this game, I'd still call it. I'd still feel like a loss. Like, it's Granada. They've played the majority of their football in the Spanish second division over the last 10 years.
I
feel
my cousin.
The fact that Thomas Partey has gone to Arsenal, so it really does grind my gears.
Yeah, that bothered me, the Thomas Partey move, because that was a good bit of business, by the way.
Yeah, and they nearly got Aouar for 40 million as well. They're about 20 minutes.
We could have done with Partey.
I would like it. Aouar's a supreme footballer. I remember watching him against Man City last season. He looked like a bit of a Iniesta type dribbler. The way he moves his body on the ball as well. He's really, really good.
He just gets injured far too much, though.
Yeah, he's still young. He's not Houssam Aouar, the Lyon centre midfielder.
Oh, Jesus, quality. He's top.
He's still what, 20 or 21? He was playing for the
21 or 22. Yeah, I think you're right. What ball?
Arsenal's been chasing him.
What game are you watching? What game are you watching, Vinci?
Yeah, I'm watching the Man United one.
Okay. Guys, this is my cousin Vinci. Vinci, this is Greg.
Hey everyone. Sorry, I just popped in here.
Sorry, boy.
We had Keane, but he's disappeared.
His Wi-Fi is playing up.
Yeah.
So I started watching it late in the first half. It looked a bit scrappy towards the end of the first half.
Yeah.
I think they're playing a dirty game.
Yeah, it's quite a rough game.
I have to say, this is about the Arsenal game. Saka, he needs to leave. He is so good.
Boy, Saka.
They get so much money for him, though. Like that would help them rebuild their whole squad. Like they would get so much money for Saka.
I don't think they would.
I think they would.
Yeah, man.
He's so good.
Like, I think if he's smart, he leaves because he's not going to win anything in Arsenal.
Is he an Arsenal boy?
He should just play, stay at Arsenal because he's going to play games.
Yeah, that's true.
There's not pressure on him right now.
Yeah.
So he can just go play, develop, and then not sign a new contract. But he's only 19? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I think he's 20 now, actually.
No, he's 19.
He's playing football, right? Play a football, and then you never know what can happen. And then in 3 years' time, sign for City.
I'd take him at United. Imagine having Rashford, Greenwood.
I don't know. He's left-sided, though. That's the only thing. If he was right-sided, but he's left-sided.
Saka's playing on the right now.
He's playing on the right today.
He can play both, left or right.
When he was coming through at the academy, I watched a tiny bit of Arsenal academy football, not as much as obviously professional, but he was predominantly a right winger, I think.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
Look, Cavani's coming on.
Rashford a bit.
I'm actually happy.
Here we go, El Matador.
Cavani's on, Teller's on as well. I put money on him scoring ahead of this off.
I didn't realize it literally just put water. I thought he put like hair product through his hair, not just poured the whole bottle of water over his head. There's no way he was doing that in like Paris, like on the bench.
Yo, this guy, he got a whole quick bottle of water
over his head. It's like you've got Neymar in there who gels his head every 25 minutes, and then you got him pouring a bottle of water over his head.
Do you not think it's funny though? Like when they know they're coming on, right, and the camera's on them, and you see them shaking up their shoulders, getting ready, going like that, and then when they know they're just about to go on, they always get the water bottle.
Yeah,
that has to be to replicate sweat or something, because when you're Cavani's hair there, and it's all like frizzy if it's not wet down. If you're running, sprinting through and going, your hair is blowing in your eyes. That must be a distraction. Has to be.
But if it's a cold night, it probably like if it's
Come
a
on,
cold
James.
night, that probably gets
Come
you
on,
just like,
James.
wakes you up a little bit. If you've been on the bench a while, that'll probably wake you up. Oh, Rashford, that was. I didn't go that way. Oh.
Might be
get
a
off
super
the pitch, Rashford. Well. Just get off the pitch.
Yeah, come on, we need you Sunday. Just
get
go.
Off the pitch.
That Ghana one, he used to play for Leon as well. He was there before our.
He's old now.
He's coming off.
I want to see Rashford come off.
Did he just try a spin in between three?
I also thought that was Rashford.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, Rashford.
See, every Tom, Dick, and Mohammed and their flipping dog know Rashford's got an injury problem. The commentary's like, we know he's got a bit of a niggle and a problem. Like, come on, man.
But he's over here throwing stepovers like unnecessarily. So how bad is the injury? Is my question.
I think Rashford will play to spite himself. Yeah, he'll play to spite himself. Like he won't play at 100% because he loves Man United so much.
Well, that's just
nowadays. They play with injections and stuff like.
Yeah, true.
He's probably got half his shoulder hanging out. He won't even be able to feel it.
The funny thing, how you doing, Keane? Good to have you back, man. The thing, guys. The thing about the thing about football, if you read Ferdinand's book,
Let's having a heart attack.
See if you read Rio Ferdinand's book, he says
it was close.
people like Varane, all the foreign players and stuff, if they had a little bit, if they didn't feel right, they wouldn't train, right?
Yeah.
And they used to laugh at them, blah, blah, saying like, oh, you're soft, blah, blah. And Rio says that, I wish, he was saying that I was seeing players like Forland, what's his name? All the foreign players doing yoga and stuff, blah, blah, blah. And he was like prolonging their careers. And we were just like, what are you doing, blah, blah, and stuff. And he said, you see it now. You think, I wish I didn't play when I was hurt and stuff.
Yeah.
You've got to look after your body, man. And Rashford's only, 23?
24.
Yeah.
24. Well, there you go. So, like, listen, mate, you've only got, what, 7-8 years?
At the top.
With Rashford, because of his pace, he relies a lot on his pace.
The
second he starts to slow down, all he has to do is mess up his ACL and he's not going to be.
He's dead.
He's finished.
After that,
as soon as his ACL goes, he's
trying to hate on him. I just think he's not an intelligent footballer.
Good, James.
No, see, that's the next level for him. Is using his head and his shooting abilities. If he can develop his shooting, left and right foot, that's a wrap. I think he's unstoppable.
But you see, last season there was. I thought we were seeing the next level of Martial and Russia, but they've just regressed this season. I'm not sure.
Anton, don't swear at me, man.
Martial threw the toys out the pram because we brought in Cavani, so he went in a half. He did it again, did it with Lukaku as well. We brought in Lukaku, and Martial went in a half. Like, I don't know why you would keep players like that around that don't want. Like, what? I know you're obviously not going to expect the same sort of progression, but look what Shaw did the minute we brought in Taylor. It's like Shaw made himself undroppable. And made Taylor's work hard. Like, that's what you expect. You don't expect a player to just give up, because that's generally what it looks like Martial's done this season.
Yeah,
he's just accepted.
He's looked a bit less interested. Obviously, his body language by nature isn't the most expressive.
Well, he's French, That's majority of French players are exactly like that. But you can get away with it if you're Pogba.
Right.
He reminds me of
you make a fair point there. Like, it's two different reactions under pressure from two different players.
You can get away with playing like that if you're as good as Paul Pogba. You can't get away with having that body language and not trying if you're Anthony Martial. Like, there's different levels. Like, there's different levels to being allowed to be that arrogant and slow. Like, Ozil got away with it at Arsenal for so long because he was so good. Like, he could walk about because the minute you gave him the ball, he'd make magic happen.
Yeah, Pogba gets away with that because he's been able to build a reputation, coming from Juventus, so he can we can afford to allow him to do that. But Rashford's he's still in that beginning phase. He's not quite there yet,
Yeah, no, Rashford's our neck. Like, he just needs to look after himself a bit because he's not gonna not play in the Euros, is he? Unless he gets a proper injury.
Nah, Rashford starts.
He's going to start in the Euros every game. Like,
but it just takes one player just to take him out. Just like you're not.
It takes one Jordan Pickford,
Speaking of that, I generally don't think Van Dijk's going to be like. I know he'll be good, obviously. He's always going to be good, but I feel like people are not discussing how badly an ACL injury affects your footballing ability. Like, he's not going to be that lightning quick centre half anymore.
It's mental as well.
Personally speaking, I've had it.
Yeah.
So I know. Trust me, you're absolutely right. Like, people think that it's just a normal knee thing. It's not.
I'm glad that ball went that way. No, I know. People just think he's going to come back in and slot straight back in. Like, I'm sure he will. I'm sure he'll be great, but he's not going to be trying to run races with Marcus Rashford down the line like he did before he's injured.
Yup. It's mental too.
He's just the best out of a bad boy.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Is he going to score that? I think I'm delayed. Oh.
No.
I'm delayed,
I think you're delayed. So you'll know if they score because me and Bobz will be fuming.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why Chelsea let Kennedy go. He still looks like a baller.
He's
didn't cost £100 million.
It must be something personal.
Yeah.
Because, like, he played a couple of games, right? And then boom. Yo, big up Tim from Canada, man. Tim, big up to you, dog.
Hey, Tim, he's my neighbor.
Go on, Cavani. Go on.
Oh, we can't pass the ball. Tim, what's your thoughts on the game so far, my friend? Oh, it's just a tough game, man.
We need a second.
0-0 Arsenal.
Yep. Guilt-edged opportunity missed.
What's the score with Arsenal, actually?
Yeah, still 0-0.
But they have the worst French striker in history. So
oh, boy.
That's why.
So you're going to send off Maguire?
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You know, Cavani just looks like an assassin. He's just got that mug every
ref,
time.
You're absolutely having a laugh. As if Roberto Soldado's getting that ball.
Yeah.
Anton,
the Arsenal yellow card.
Yeah.
What did you say?
The Arsenal game is actually more interesting than
so
this.
Maguire misses the next match as well.
Yeah.
Maguire, McTominay shot. We need a second goal.
We could, yeah.
1-0 Bailly and Lindelof at the back.
1-0's not good. We need to at least take 3-0.
I feel like you guys are trying to make this a challenge in the second leg. Yeah.
Oh.
This is what we do. This isn't.
We always make it hard. Always make it hard for ourselves.
So Celta Vigo when we won, obviously PSG matches. We've always just messed up the first leg and then had to give ourselves a little bit of a challenge.
Cavani, open your mouth.
What ball?
Oh, the ball is just rubbish.
The ball was into James. That was where it went.
Oh.
Right. Matic is coming on now. Well, the game's dead. How is that enough? Genuinely, the only reason you bring on Matic is because you don't think you're going to be able to create enough or score anything anymore.
I think Pogba's done. I think he's tired. I don't think Pogba's fully fit. You know.
Do you see how there's absolutely no midfield in this game?
No, take him on. Take him on.
He's going to get half. He's
going
to get absolutely half.
Do you know what? Fair play to James. He made something out of nothing there.
Yeah.
Pogba's coming on.
Is that Matic? Why am I saying Matic?
He's awful. He's genuinely.
Go.
That's what I'm saying. You only bring on Matic when you accept that you're not going to create enough anymore. But he's not even like the defensive Matic of a few years ago. He just gets skinned because he presses on his own.
I thought you guys said Mata. I didn't know you said Matic. We said Mata.
No, happy to be ahead, obviously, but boring, struggling against a team that's sitting deep. James unable to create. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Tim, I agree with you, man.
Matic.
You know what? You know who James reminds me of? He reminds me of Adama Traore before he learned how to cross.
Yeah.
People forget Adama Traore came from Barcelona, by the way.
Yeah, he did also play for Middlesbrough for a bit.
Who, Adama?
Yeah, he came from Barcelona.
Yeah.
So if he went, I think he went to,
how does that work out?
Yeah.
To Aston Villa, actually, and then he went to Middlesbrough.
Yeah, and he said he doesn't lift any weights. He says it's all natural.
He says resistance training.
No.
That's a lie.
Nobody's born like that.
No, to be fair, the Spanish manager said nobody believed it until like when he started training with the Spanish squad. They saw that he just didn't do weights. He literally just did like resistance machines and stuff.
The hell?
Kennedy off.
The dude looks like he was created in a lab. Honestly,
yeah.
Haaland was created in a lab.
He runs so strange. Like he runs like a robot.
He runs like Quap.
He does.
Yes, he does actually.
Yeah.
Oh man, guys, this is tough. Oh.
I can only think that we're now just going to invite pressure to then hit them on the counter attack. But
this is what we do. We've done this so many times this season, even.
But I just thought, like, surely if you've already done it once this season against Sociedad, we've absolutely rinsed the team in the first leg and then not had to worry about it. Like,
Aubameyang just missed a chance as well. No, I wouldn't say assist, but
do you know, as fans, do you know what's really frustrating is when you get a decent performance from your team and you know what your team can do, and then they come to Europe and they just do nonsense. And you're just like, what is this?
Do you know what I don't get, guys? Right, like all jokes aside, like they train with each other. They see each other every day, like, and they get on the coach, the plane. They probably socialize with each other, whatever. Well, they don't. They play like they don't socialize with each other. To be fair, but I just don't understand. Like, do you know when you go and play 5-a-side with your friends? Yeah, you're like, "Oi, we're gonna mash this team up. Whoever comes, do you know what I mean? Get the 1-2s." I don't even see I don't see no chemistry.
Yeah, there's no link up.
We have too many individuals in this team.
It's like in the training, they don't like do patterns of play. I don't see any particular pattern of play whenever we play games. I don't get it. Man City, you can see clearly what they're doing.
Cavani, that's literally on your... Yeah.
Hibbs is right, though. Any other team, you can see what they... You can see... If you watch Everton play, you know what they do in training. If you watch Liverpool, you know what they do in training. What do we do in training?
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough with Liverpool.
We cross, mate. That's it.
But we don't even do that because we don't even score from crosses. That's the thing. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. How many goals has Cavani had off crosses? And Cavani scores goals off crosses. That's his thing.
I genuinely think our training is Bruno Fernandes.
But we've improved. That's what's so weird. Like, we don't have a style of play, but we're so much better than we were like last year and the year before. Like,
that's because of the individuals we have now. That's not because
individual moments.
Yeah, we can't. It's not a coincidence that we've never dominated a game for a whole 90 minutes. We have 10 minutes in the first half, 5 minutes in the second half. Then when we go behind, it's my days. Like, we're actually going to lose. Let's actually play football now. For some reason, they can't. We have to concede to play well. I'm never been a fan of it.
Oh my God, did you see that pass from Granada? Like, those passes blow my mind. I'm just like, what do you think is happening there?
They're not a good side. That's what's frustrating. Like, they're not.
Yeah,
they're bad.
If you look at even up the build-up play, it's actually quite poor. I think it says a lot that Harry Maguire's probably had the most touches of the ball, probably in the last 5 minutes.
About 15 seconds ago, there were about 7 or 8 Man United players around each other in that corner.
Greg, you see that? He went to go forward because he can't pass forward. He passes wide, side to side. I'm done with this team. Seriously, even when you play FIFA, like, you get the players that like to pass it, keep possession, but at least they pass forward, man. Like, I can't. This is how bad it is. I'm comparing real life to FIFA.
Like, I'm looking at. I'm
obviously Martinelli. You see that Martinelli shot?
I'm not watching the Arsenal game.
I'm literally just watching it now.
He's a player, though.
Oh, did he score?
No, just he didn't score. We had the ball. Harry Maguire played it to McTominay or James, and he played it back. And there was about a 15 or 20 yard gap between our centre midfielder, Fernandes, Greenwood, and Cavani. Not moving at all. And it's just like, when I see things like that,
Bruno,
I don't get it. The only defense I have for this United team is maybe we just don't know what Granada we're gonna do. We've never.
I'm not accepting that.
Only defense.
No,
only defense I have.
Excuse.
I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting that. Do you know why? Because we're a professional club with scouts. You already knew of this club. There should be a dossier. You should have scouts in Spain anyway, that watching games, looking for the next best thing. So you should be able to tell me how they play, what they do. Who's their key men? Who's their weak link? Blah blah blah. You should tell me where I should actually penetrate.
You say that now, but if I genuinely think if you sat Oli down in a room by himself and off the record, so it's not going to get. If you said to him, asked him all of those questions, I don't think he'd be able to answer you.
Bro, he's there to play Candy Crush, bro. I've told you.
Because the way we play, it's almost like I don't want to play that ball. I don't want to make that run because I don't know what kind of danger they possess. That's all I'm seeing here because we're not doing anything. Like, we're just not doing anything.
On TV.
Because you know Granada are feeling like they're actually holding a good line on defense. They're not. This is not like that's what's blowing my mind when I'm watching this. Like it's 1-0, but Granada is not defending well. But Man United are not going after them properly. So.
No.
It's as if we're just settling for the 1-0 and then
it's just like we're tired. Let's just call this off.
That's what felt like.
Also, you know, we'll just go to Old Trafford.
Bad. Matic.
Oh my God, Matic.
No tempo.
I said after that, I can't remember what game it was. I think it was Leicester. I said, never want to see him in a Man United shirt again. Like, honestly.
Look, they're getting confidence. Granada are getting confidence. Literally, guys, they're getting confidence.
Yeah, they just don't have the quality to do anything.
But knowing us, we'll probably pass it to them and they can.
Probably. Or they'll get a goal from the corner.
Matic just came on to do what? He's given the ball like 2-3 times.
Yep. He's useless.
Oh, Daniel Matches. He's a baller, huh? He's pretty fast.
Matches doing well. Uh-oh.
But you know, Granada is a bit smart because they're not. The moment you try and play out, Man United can catch you on the counter.
Yeah.
So they're really sitting in. Like,
yeah, but like, do you know the funny thing is, though, like they've got nothing to lose. It's 1-0. Like, there's no shame of an attack. This is why I hate football sometimes, because it's like there's no shame trying to win a game of football.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, did you see the difference?
Cavani,
right?
Cavani.
Oh, I'm
Go
behind.
on, Bruno.
He's not got the pace to make that.
If it was 0-0, by the way, we
wouldn't get the ball for him. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Wow!
Greenwood needs to switch on, like.
Wow!
Yeah, you see, this is when Man United is dangerous.
Just come on, like, right, come on. You got the ball now. Go on, James. Run at him. He's booked.
Someone get around James.
Make him take you down.
Come on, Bruno. Oh, wait, who's backing him up? Oh. Play it forward, Daniel. Right. Turn around. Run at him again.
Oh,
Run at him again. Run at him again.
Is that Pepe?
Scored.
Dink over the keeper. Arsenal scored. Pepe. Oh man.
Wait, Arsenal scored.
Yes,
yeah.
1-0.
Yeah, they scored because my work colleague is an Arsenal fan and he's just texted me now. Phew. He just went, phew, Pepe. Cling, cling.
There's no VAR in this, is there?
I don't know.
Yeah, there should be. Pretty sure.
Look. Martial dinks that over him.
Yeah, I'm not going to blame Bruno, though, for missing.
Look at Van de Beek. Down Van de Beek.
Who's he coming on for?
Gets disrespected with minutes, man. You'd think he was an academy player, the way we're giving him minutes.
Van de Beek, I know.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I feel sorry for him.
Well, Matic came on, gave the ball away twice, and has now been booked, and we'll miss the next leg anyway. What is the point?
This is the quarterfinals, guys, and we're struggling like this.
Pepe switched his boots back to Nike.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, that's why he scored.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, nothing. He jumped into his elbow.
He never even touched his face.
Yo, the Spanish teams they're very good at being dramatic.
Yep. Greenwood's come off.
Oh, you got him.
God. So we don't have a striker? No, we've got Cavani.
No, a false 9, Bruno, watch.
No, because Cavani's still on.
Well, there you go. I forgot he was even on the pitch, mate.
We've got a diamond now then? Because we don't have any white players.
Listen, mate.
Come on.
We've got James. I don't know. It's a weird, I don't know. That Van de Beek on the right, maybe?
It's an Ollie fixture, mate. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Ollie formation. Look how many defenders. There's like 3 around him and the one guy. Oh, my goodness. This is absolutely torture. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Man, if Man United gets 2 away goals, this game is over.
Yeah, exactly.
But we won't, unfortunately.
Oh, God. Out to him.
What you don't want is to concede like you did against AC Milan. That would just...
Yeah, that was gutting. Good, Bruno.
Bruno. That was not a foul, to be honest. Bruno's.
No, he pulled him back, I think, because the guy makes it.
Compared to all the free kicks, I suppose at least he's staying consistent.
Yeah, he pulled him back, I think.
Shot Robbie Savage, man.
Who's coming on?
I don't want Arsenal in the final, you know.
It's the one.
I say that I don't want Arsenal in the final. Let's try and win this game first, actually. This is tough, man.
Mm-hmm.
Roma 2-1, boy.
Oh, Roma's winning 2-1.
Yeah.
Real quick, did anyone miss the PSG Bayern Munich game? Because
no, I watched it. It was unbelievably good.
Okay.
I was
going to say you missed a hell of a ball game.
No, it was ridiculously good. As in basketball, come like the last half an hour, it was just like constant attack. There was no midfield at all.
If Lewandowski plays,
Lewandowski plays. That's a different story, isn't it?
He bags at least 5 or 6 in that game because he's just best player in the world for the past 18 months.
I love the pace of that game. I even tweeted that. I tweeted that I love the pace, but I knew Man United could never do this, and
never.
Maybe in training behind closed doors. Do you know what I mean?
Side to side, nothing. This is so boring.
Do you know what? The Real Madrid Liverpool game and the PSG Bayern Munich game is the games on Champions League. That's Champions League that I grew up on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why it was. That's why when you heard the champion, you knew like
game on,
ready for a good game of football.
Those second legs next week,
top quality, like world top quality clubs. When you look at clubs, like that's it. That's what we're looking for.
But that's what the Champions League is normally, the elite clubs in Europe. And now, every Tom, Dick, and Mohammed can play in Europe, man.
Oh,
Cavani, tell us. Oh, come on.
Get it
delivery. Oh, what?
Penalty. Is it? Penalty.
Oh, my goodness. We are the most fortunate club ever.
I think he was. I do think Dan James was just completely wiped out in midair. I think he was hit in the face.
I'm not even there yet.
I'm pretty sure Dan James has been hit in the face.
Wait, what? That's a penalty?
Yeah, he's been. I think his elbow or maybe his hand. I don't know. It looks like he's been hit in the face.
Oh, not he wants to check VAR. You're joking me.
He's got to check it. He's got to check it. He's got to check it.
It's a penalty.
Is it even James?
It was Fernandes.
It's Fernandes. He's hit in the face.
Penalty. It's a penalty.
That guy's
not be a pen. He's hit him in the face.
Anywhere on the park. Yeah, told you it's a penalty.
Oh, I'm nervous. I can't watch a penalty on the street. No! I hate watching United penalties. I switch them off as he hits it and then switches
it's a penalty.
As a football player, come on.
Yeah, but as the rules of the game.
He's hit him in the face. Like, he stopped him. He's impeded him jumping as well. If you want to be like laws of the game. But he's hit him in the face.
We just said we need another goal.
I might have to switch this off as he hits it and switch it back on.
No,
I don't think that's a penalty, man.
It's a foul.
That's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's not a pen 5 years ago.
We saw Pickford murderize Van Dijk, and that wasn't given. Come on.
I'm so scared.
Just away. Forget the hops.
I'm so scared.
Come on,
Bruno. We need the hop. We need the hops. I haven't seen that in a while.
No, forget the hop, man.
Oh, Slavia scored.
Holes.
You guys will find out before
Okay,
I guess he's scored.
Come on!
1-1 Slavia.
Oh my goodness.
1-1.
Bruno's a beautiful, beautiful boy.
Come on,
Bruno. Wow.
Praise be to Bruno Fernandes.
Told you guys, Slavia Prague they're gonna get something here.
How has that gone in?
Oh, what?
Wow.
Oh, Man United so lucky.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's game over.
Look at his laugh. Oh, the laugh.
Look at his eye.
Criminal.
Look at his eye.
Yeah, he's got a pink eye.
Yeah.
He's been that's where the poked him in the eye and in the face.
He's got a pink eye. Someone farted on his pillow.
Yeah, someone farted on his pillow.
All right, well, 2-0, guys.
On to more important things. Arsenal getting knocked out.
That's game. It's for you. It's for Man United to lose now.
I'm still not happy though. Slavia Prague, Arsenal. You had one job with these racists, man.
Do you know what's really? Wait. Did they tie?
Yeah, they've got an away goal.
Oh my god!
Last minute of the game.
Oh, you can't trust Arsenal to do anything right.
One job, you know. One job, you know. Let's all laugh at Arsenal.
No, I don't like Arsenal, but I really wanted them to.
Yeah, I don't like Arsenal, but I really wanted them to beat the racists.
Imagine we ran up the park and scored a third.
No,
imagine.
I wouldn't be surprised if Man United got 3 or 4 because, and then you think that it was a.
There's only 2 minutes left. Like if they throw everyone forward here and we just give the ball like Sonic on the left wing and just tell them everyone run, it'll be fine. Yeah, actually it is. He's so. I don't think I've ever seen a footballer that fast.
Oh, Sonic just lost the ball. No,
we're fine. Yeah, I generally don't think I've ever seen a player that fast. Like watching him in real time, like right in front of me. I don't think I've ever. Dan James. I generally not seen a player move that fast in my life. Like,
wait, is he faster than Adama?
I don't know.
Could be tight.
Are we talking about pace or acceleration?
I think Adama looks quicker because of like the size of him and he's big and he bodies people as he goes by. But like James is just a whippet.
James could probably catch him. To be fair,
I reckon. Yeah, but I feel like when Adama takes, like when he just goes off in acceleration, it's like you're behind. Like you have to. Yeah. It's.
You need to be already running.
You need to exactly.
And ahead of him. Yeah, 100%.
Look at Charlotte. Charlotte's my friend. She's a Chelsea fan. Bruno's first goal in 6 games.
Yep. Still more than Werner. Crazy.
But he's your top goal scorer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bruno is
yeah.
$1 million for Bruno to come in and be the number 9. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hi, Charlotte.
You see the pass last night to Havertz that he played? Like, Werner 18 months ago hits that.
Yeah.
Same against West Brom.
He has zero confidence.
Go on. Go on. No, if we get a third, I'm going ballistic.
Ooh.
So the guy who committed the penalty, his name is Yam Ekiti.
Some name.
I take it that the game's done on your end.
Just about.
Beautiful.
All right, let's all laugh at Arsenal.
We take those. I don't back us to lose 2 goals in Manchester. Like we're just not. Like, it won't happen. Oh my God.
Against this Granada side.
Yeah, not a chance.
No, it's not. It's not.
Not happening. Not happening. That's fine. Tellez can play. Lindelof, Bailly can play. Fred can play because we've got so many players missing now.
AFTV is going off.
Well done, lads. Scrappy game, but well done.
God, that's what I was saying last night. Like this Man United team now win ugly, and that's what good teams do. We found a way to win when not playing well. We just need to actually play well now.
Yeah.
But
you guys can use Tottenham as a warm up.
Yeah. Oh, hope so.
Wow.
All right, Jen.
2 shots on target, 2 goals.
Listen, guys, we won. Thank you very much.
They can't sit deep.
Everyone for watching. Catch me in literally 5 minutes on Coping Mechanism with Vinci.
Yeah, me too.
Go ahead, talk about the Liverpool podcast. We'll be talking about Real Madrid game, and also we'll be talking about, I believe it's Aston Villa away.
Yeah.
Is it away? Yeah.
Yeah. Bit about Arsenal as well.
Yeah. Listen. Jacob, I agree with you, mate. We will never get that 90 minutes ever again. But look, listen, if you're playing bad and you're winning games of football, do you know what I mean?
Doesn't matter if it says champions at the end of the season. If it says we're winning, I don't care how we do it.
Exactly. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me tonight. Real pleasure. Big up to All Things Football, Anton and Ebs. Big up to my co-host, Greg, for my watch-alongs. Guys, have a nice evening. Please like and what's he saying? 7-2 repeating himself. That's the thing at you, Vinci. All right, listen. Have a good weekend, everyone. Not every English team can win in Europe, but we did. So we move. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.